Hello everyone. We have 4 more areas to explore on Toxicity. 2 of them lead off from the train station, and 1 goes down here, and then there's some random tree, like over there. However, some of them have the same thing in common, and that is that we need more PU. So I got together enough supplies to make 14 rockets, so let's blast them off into space. I mean, 14,000% should probably do quite a lot, right? But let's see how much we have now. So we have like 7,800. Let's see how much we get if we shoot these rockets into the sky. Well, we got the tungsten rods, so clearly it is working. Also, MPI goes up quick suddenly. Whatever we're doing a great job at it, that's for dang sure. Right, this should be the last of the runs I have to make. Oh, I miscalculated somehow. Ooh, the toxic area information rocket. We don't need that right now, but it will be good for later. What does it even cost? Not too bad. Alright, last one. Also, look at the view now, man. Got waterfalls now. It's be looking pretty good. Alright, let's see how much we're making. 7.8 thousand is all we got before. Now we're doing 1,401,000 and 120, I guess. Yeah, that's a lot faster, alright. Also, on a quick note, remember that place where we found the skill models? I went back to that and I walked a bit farther to find another building. Turns out that Sentinel Corp was using prisoners pretty much from the very start of this planet crafting journey. And this one actually has a name compared to like many of the other ones. Doesn't have a year though. While we are skyrocketing so fast, 100 MPU is something we needed a while back. But we now have 300. That does make me kind of interested in what is underneath the tree then, because that should be opened up now. My original plan was to take a train towards the dam area, and we're probably still going to do that. But I want to take a little look under the tree. I imagine it isn't going to be very large, so we should be fine. I think in order to open up the last area, we needed 1 GPU. We're easily going to get that this episode as well. Like, we basically unlocked the entire planet at this point. Alright, this down here is now opened up. So what is around here? Just a bunch of lamps. Can I jump down here without dying? There is some more of this, like, moss stuff. It does seem like we can survive down here, so that is good. The reason I was questioning it is because it looked like there was some sort of fog over it. Well, dust storm, I guess, more like. In the past, that killed us. This is kind of an eerie place, I'm not gonna lie. Like, you have all this viney stuff around. Kinda looks like spiderwebs in a way. Give me the creeps, man. How far does this go? Oh, nice. Purifier, tier 3. Oh, would you look at that. We discovered a base. And this actually goes a lot farther as well to the sides. Pretty neat. What isn't pretty neat, though, is that we are going to die due to lack of oxygen, so I'm quickly gonna scour around for some of the basic materials we're gonna need for a shelter. Alright, I went into one area that is very green. It's toxified here. But I don't want to be here yet. There also doesn't seem to be anything. Go back to those buildings. Alright, I think I need 1 more titanium and 1... Well, never mind, I just need 1 titanium. Build a quick compartment. Okay, now we at least won't die due to lack of oxygen. We can explore to our heart's content. And it goes farther that way, and then it goes the other way. I really want to know what's up with this place. Let's see if we can find a way up. There is a ladder on the other side here, that's nice. Let's see what's up here. The weird thing is it seems to be storage, most of all. Someone was living down here, that's for sure. Does it have a ladder on it? It does not. Which is kind of interesting, because all the other ones did. Now this splits off again? Okay, this underground might be a lot bigger than I thought. There's a pretty big lake here. What the hell is that? You think this is where the toxic stuff came from? This is where pulsar quartz are at too. Oh no. We find dead people here. And yeah, a bunch of them. And they're all from Sentinel Corp too, so these were the old planet crafters. And that's the third, fourth A fifth? Oh my god. There's so many around here. Whatever this is, I cannot interact with it. Things glowing over here. It's just a rock formation. I'm guessing that split we saw earlier goes back to here? Okay, it seems like that split goes to the same location. That's not what I expected we would be finding today. You know, I thought, yeah, sure, a little cave, you know? Not the main toxified death area. That's insane, though. Oh, I found a base. It's not that far away from the main bulb. Oh, and it's a tree seed in here as well. And there's a message. I was drawn here. I know it now. I understand. It wasn't me who chose to descend into these caves. I felt a calling, so I followed the invisible trail. And I'm delighted with what I found. This calling follows me, growing stronger each day. I feel it deep within me, this irresistible pull. But it's warm, pure, comforting, and I want to experience this. For once in my life, purity, comfort, benevolent, protection. To leave everything behind, to stop questioning, just to savor the moment, even if it's the last. I'm guessing this is whatever pulls them in. I guess in a way we were pulled in as well by curiosity. I will be checking out more of that house, don't worry. I just need to rush back real quick for oxygen. I really should be making oxygen bottles for these expeditions. But then again, I also didn't expect us to take this damn long in this place. Alright, let's see what else we got. Just some basic materials in here. There's nothing special. There doesn't seem to be much back here either. There's something behind the waterfall. Ooh, an effigy and a golden tree. I'll be taking a dose, please. Man, this is creepy as hell. Alright, let's see. Is the lead even farther? Okay, this just goes over to a dead end. So this entire section has been explored. This is where we can get solar quartz. There's always quartz in the area when something goes amiss. I have noticed. And here's one of the cosmic quartz that hasn't opened up yet. Alright, I think before we go and explore the other side where all the toxic goop was, I'm gonna rush back to base and dump off all the supplies we got. That makes me wonder though, like how many people were here, because that was a lot. Like I know there was at least one planet crafter, right? And then the other dudes, well, they weren't really hired, but they got a bunch of funding to do whatever they wanted to here, or whatever they had to do here at least. But I'm guessing, you know, they could have gotten the Sentinel Corp suits as well. Though the chance is bigger that the developers just didn't want to make a new model just for those guys. Or they did eventually send more than just one planet crafter. And they all got called towards this place. Alright, so this other side. There we go. We had a bunch of the toxic goop. 80 of it in total. Alright, so there's magnetar quartz here. Seems to be some storage. Our toxicity goes down quick. Well, up quick, I guess, in this case. Okay, we have to get out of here already. Alright, this is definitely a place to use one of the explosives. Hopefully that will take care of at least a .1. Hell yeah. Interesting, there's actually nothing on this platform. And there's not much in these chests either. I don't see anything in the locker or in the containers. Ooh, the train is going through here. The orientation at which it's at, it must be the one that was locked off until we got one GPU. Wasn't planning on going here yet. That was kind of like the last area I wanted to go to be fair. Although it seems to go a lot deeper, so I think we're good. Well, to be fair, we're already at 2 GTI. Most of that is coming from our purification, so we probably hit the 1 MPU by now. And it seems to go a lot farther. Alright, nice, this area has been purified. Let's see, this is just a ladder up to the train. Anything else down here? Oh yeah, another toxic area. And let's just set up a bunch of explosives here. Oh, I didn't even see the building here. This goes up. Like this goes to like the main spot where all the toxic goop is. Which is just part of the rail system again. But also, there is something back here. God damn, my inventory is full. And there's an elevator. Well, that actually goes to the train station, or the train rail. I feel like next time we're exploring on these locations, we should bring a tier 2 locker with us. Because there's so much goop around, man. I wonder what this area was, though. Because there's giant, what looks like helium pumps or something. Alright, we brought it down significantly enough where we should be able to survive her for quite a while. Let's see, that seems everything down below here. So we only got the upper part left. Oh, and around the stairs, I guess. Okay, and this upper part there seems to be a giant compartment. Oh damn, they've already blew everything up. Didn't even need to place down the second one. Interesting, so it seems like we can divert the track here. At least that's what I assume it does, right? It doesn't seem like it. Maybe it just calls the train over and this is where it actually does go, instead of farther in. I guess we'll see, because I clicked it a couple times. Alright, let's take a little look inside. Anything but these corridors? There is some loot. And then, what is this? Just a power room? So far, that's what it seems like. And then there was... Is this a jail cell? And it just looks like sleeping compartments, but... It's kind of odd in a way, too. And then we can go up the stairs as well. To find... console things. Was this a spaceship at some point or something? Ooh, a new suit. And that seems to be everything here. I don't see a note that will tell us anything. And also this did not seem... Oh, it did call a train. That's good, because I kind of wanted oxygen. If I press this again... Okay, yeah, so this is like up to where the train goes. I guess there's no switching tracks. That's kind of sad. I mean, in all fairness, this just looks like a regular compartment, so... Those terminals were probably for something else, rather than controlling a spaceship. But you can't lie to me, that is what it kind of looks like. Right, in total, that filled up 4 of the lockers. Plus a little bit in here. Now let's go back to the train, and I guess take it back. See if it was the one that required 1 GPU. But I guess if we want to explore what is beyond there, we would have to walk it. Unless there is some sort of way to divert tracks around here. Like, it might do that automatically. If we come from this side, instead of pressing that button. We can also see if we have any toxic areas around. I don't see any, and I see another track line going over there, and I think that's where we were last episode. Yeah, this goes to the 1 GPU area for sure. And I don't see any toxic goop around, so... means we're doing a pretty good job. And we arrived. There's still all this stuff around. How much did we do? We actually didn't make a huge dent into the global pollution, but we're slowly getting there. There's only a couple areas left, and we have an absolute ton of goo to clean up still, so that's gonna be crazy. We also just unlocked the Purifier Tier 3. Well, I say just. I think we actually did that quite a while ago, but now because we needed like 500 MPU, we're now in the GPUs. We also almost purified the ocean. How much of the terraformation do we get left? Not a whole lot either, we're over halfway. Alright, how much does it cost us to build a tier 3? Plastic rods, tungsten, and purification gel. That actually isn't too bad. And it does a ton more, like look at that difference. 89 to 1950. I say we make a couple of those. Alright, with that I had enough for 2 of them. Alright, let's take out the fuses for a second as well. And rebuild these machines. Actually, the smarter thing would just to be building the tier 2 version of it. Because we do have another multiplier fuse here as well. So let's slap a bunch of those in there. Now it will at least take these ones, and they produce an absolute ton now. 39,000. Yeah, that's a lot more, man. And look at all the resources we got left now. I think that boosted us up with like at least 1 million or so. Almost 2 million. So that's not too bad. I would make more, but I don't think we have the materials to do that yet. 6 areas left, man, and then so much goop left to go as well. I suppose while we're at it, go to the unlock screen, and let's unlock the exoskeleton. Oh damn, tier 5. What is that gonna cost us? Isn't too bad. There we go. We can now hold a bunch of extra chips. I think one of the next things I want to look into is getting the general TI up. Because looking at how much we need in total, in order to complete Toxicity, we need 6.5 TTI, which I don't think is the highest. No, it's not the highest, Aqualus is. Yeah, we should have enough to build at least a couple tier 5 drills, and hopefully we have enough to build a couple of these nuclear fusion generators so we have the power. But I'm gonna start on that in the next episode. I'm gonna get all the materials together, and then we also... I'll probably explore that giant wall and see what is up over there. At this point, you know, it's anyone's guess, really. Because I didn't expect to find a bunch of dead people under a tree. But I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all on the next one. Bye, everyone.